Hey everyone, Pinoy X here once again, back with another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Today, we are continuing my no dodging challenge when it comes to Monster Hunter World Iceborne, where I go up against certain monsters without dodging in any way, shape or form, regardless of the situation I'm in. In my previous videos, I went up against the acidic Lavinus when it comes to this particular challenge, as well as the Barioth when it comes to no dodging in any way, shape or form within the Iceborne expansion. If you want to see how I did against both the acidic Lavinus as well as the Barioth, I'll put a link in the description below for each individual videos of the no dodging challenge against these two monsters, so you can check it out at your own leisure. In today's challenge of no dodging in any way, shape or form, I was given the suggestion to take on an Elder Dragon when it comes to the Iceborne expansion. This Elder Dragon is none other than Ruiner Nergigante, the variant version of the Nergigante when it comes to Iceborne. Now, when it comes to Ruiner Nergigante, the idea behind the monster in terms of the way it fights is that it gets progressively harder the more damage it takes. This means it becomes even more aggressive the more damage it takes, and it takes on new movesets depending on how many times it does the metal spikes attacks when it comes to transitioning from one set of moveset into another. Now, when it comes to my target when it came to Ruiner Nergigante, I had to aim for the legs where the spikes grow when it comes to this monster. And the reason for this is because if I know when the spikes are growing when it comes to Ruiner Nergigante, then I know for a fact that if I break those spikes, I can get a free attack on Ruiner Nergigante because I am able to knock it down without really putting that much effort into it. However, this was easy at the beginning of the hunt, but definitely much harder closer to the end because Ruiner Nergigante becomes hyper aggressive closer to the end of the hunt when it comes to no dodging in any way, shape or form in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Overall, I did extremely well in my personal opinion, but it was definitely a lot more difficult than I expected closer to the end of the hunt when it comes to knocking down Ruiner Nergigante without dodging in any way, shape or form. Now, in terms of the challenge, once again, my rule sets are as follows. Aside from no dodging, first and foremost, my equipment has to match that of the monster that I'm hunting at the time of the challenge. In this case scenario, I had to wear strictly Ruiner Nergigante equipment. No other equipment sets are allowed when it comes to this particular hunt aside from Ruiner Nergigante equipment. Decorations as well as the charm, I'm allowed to use whichever I want, but again, armor set and weapon has to match the monster. Second of all, I was only allowed to use the sword and shield as my one weapon type when taking on these monsters without dodging in any way, shape or form. Thirdly, I was only allowed to bring in one mantle, which was none other than the Rocksteady mantle, which is very deadly against the Ruiner Nergigante if I over-rely on it. The fourth part of my rule set is that I'm not allowed to bring my Palico in any way, shape or form because the Palico can give me an advantage when it comes to this particular challenge, meaning that the Palico can take the aggro off me and I can get free hits when it comes to no dodging. Finally, I was not allowed to hunt these monsters in the arena, native locales only. In this case scenario, because there's no optional when it came to Ruiner Nergigante, I had to take on an investigation that was only there for 20 minutes and I had to kill the monster as fast as possible in 20 minutes. Overall, I think I did extremely well when it came to Ruiner Nergigante in terms of no dodging in any way, shape or form, but I definitely felt the pressure when it came closer to the end of the hunt because I was so close to getting fainted multiple times when it came to this particular hunt in Iceborne. Now, with all of that said, I'm gonna leave you all to watch the rest of this hunt against the Ruiner Nergigante without dodging in any way, shape or form within Monster Hunter World Iceborne.